This is your guy, Dr. Cortez D. Sims, coming to you for today's Thursday Thought on a Thursday, 2021. And I am just super excited. And it is just an amazing day, a day that we've never seen before in our life. So for this video to find you immediately, please press share, please click like, and please click subscribe. I just want to just kind of enlighten you on a thought that I was just thinking. Oh my goodness. Exposing people's weaknesses is so dangerous. Exposing, the key word is exposing others' weaknesses is dangerous. We need to demonstrate love. And I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about the different times that I have to admit I wanted to do it to several people that I felt some type of ways in my emotions because of what I was thinking, because it hit me mentally. I had a thought or something had me penetrating, wanted me to demonstrate some actions, and emotionally I want to go ahead and express that by just saying, oh, I know how I can get you back, or I know I can do this, whatever. But this is so dangerous. And this is the type of video that many people may get upset, they may not agree, and maybe some people may portray or act like they don't understand. But I'm talking to a lot of people with this subject matter. And I just want to help some people to let you see what you look like, or let you see what kind of things that probably have been done with just a few minutes, because this is not going to be long. I'm getting straight to the point. When you take time to try to figure out how can you expose somebody else's weaknesses. What do I mean by that? Where they don't look strong at, where they don't look popular, what you know about them that others may not know about them. What's the new update? What didn't happen for them? How they probably couldn't come through? How they have a great profile about them, but this is what I do know about them. Those type of things. And the dangerous thing is that you read those different things and you're putting your mouth, who you are, on somebody else as if it makes you look good, or it allows you to be in front of the news. So it gains some type of buzz or popularity, which is really traits and really symptoms of being a narcissist type of person, because you want all the vain and all the glory to be put back on you. And that's not a good place to be in, because here's the catch and the tyranny to that. The catch is that when you put that out there in one season, and that season could be a season that you're sowing information out there. There is a season that it's going to be raining, and when the sun come out to be all shining and bright and shining bright like a diamond, you're going to reap these things in other areas, and you're going to wonder, well, why are these things happening to me, or why these things are not happening for me? Well, you've been exposing other people and their weaknesses, and that's not demonstrating love. Why? Love is action. Love demonstrates. Love covers. Love supports. Love is embarrassed for the person, and love goes, hey, because you look like this, I'm going to cover you, because I don't want people to know when you are being even more in a humiliating or a human moment, I should say. All right? It's all through biblical times. It's all through human behavior. It's in our families. It's in marriages. It's in breakups. It's in relationships. It's in children. I've seen children, it goes, I don't want nobody to know if they don't have enough money for lunch. So they're trying to dig in their pocket, look good, Lord Jesus. And they're looking in their pocket and try to find some change, or find a quarter, or say, hey, you could have some of my food, because they don't want to see their friend or their counterpartner hungry. All right? They don't want their friend or their classmate to be without a drink or juice. So they go, hey, you can have something of my drink, because they don't want to expose that this person don't have enough, or their food fell on the floor, because that happens. Accidents happen. And this is what we forget as people. When these accidents happen, or a mistake happened, or I did an error in judgment have occurred, then that's not the time to expose people and say, well, guess what I know about this person? Because guess what? What we don't know, or what we are not reminded of in the midst of that, is when we fall down on our back, somebody, because God is who he is going to send somebody to rescue that person and pull them back up, back on their feet, and they're going to be even more powerful. They have the opportunity to learn and be more wise. Or how did I get there? What causes for me to fall on my back like I did? What was the judgment that I didn't calculate and stuck and was consistent to the end of that information that I've learned? And I'm telling you guys by bought experience, I'm telling you guys about things that I've heard and walked people through as a counselor and as a mental health behavior certified coach. All of that stuff didn't matter when you listen to people and they want to get revenge. I want to get revenge. I want to get them back for what they did to me. And what they have to understand is when they are exposing people in their weaknesses, they're really exposing themselves connected to that weakness. And what they don't realize is that you're going to get that back double, triple fold if you're not careful. And I'm saying this to you because it's a dangerous place, because you don't know when it's going to unexpectedly find you. You could be your greatest moment, and then now life has a way to bring things right back around. And what if you need them? What if you need their help? And this is when pride kicks in and goes, I don't need them. They're going to need me before I need them. Be careful with that too. Because who's to say that God didn't ordain all of it for you to be like, this is the person that got your goods. This is the person that I put their keys inside. And now you have to come back, and now your pride is on display. And now you have to operate in humility to come back and humble yourself because of what you did to that person, exposing them in their weaknesses when they was in a weak moment. That's so dangerous. And what's sad about it, ladies and gentlemen, as I end this, is that you have people that will agree and will look at other people up and down and sidebar them and side-eye them in one season, and they don't even reach out and goes, well, I love both of you guys, or I love your whole family, or I love that company. And even though that the employees did this, or that bank deal, or that contract didn't work out, and this is what we're going to do. Because love has a way of, well, I know what happened. I heard what was exposed. I'm not going to feed into the exposure of it or the weakness of how weak it was, because I don't really know all the facts. But there are an audience of people that would connect to the hearsay person or the reporter. And how do we know that that's the person who did not cause the damage in the first place and was smart enough to go, hey, or they think they were smart enough to jump ahead of the news and be the report person to say something about the other person, not knowing that the other person was probably told not to say anything and keep quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, exposing others people's weaknesses is so dangerous. We have to demonstrate love. Love goes, I love you so much, and my heart is hurting for the position that you're in. I don't know all the facts. I know what the truth is. The truth is God. And I believe that there's three sides to every story. It is the side that they're on, the side that you're reporting, and what is the truth of God is. And the truth that I stand on is I'm going to operate in love. I'm going to demonstrate love. Love feeds. Love blesses. Love covers. Love supports. Love reaches out and goes. This is what I'm going to do in this moment, because I can't speak for everyone else. But what I'm going to do, the responsibility that I'm going to take, is that I'm going to operate in demonstrating love for this person, because they don't know or they missed something. And what is interesting as I close this thing is that everybody, as my bishop in Chicago used to say for years, that everybody, his name is Roy Marshall, look him up, Nehemiah Church. He used to say that everybody gets a turn. And what's so dangerous is you don't know when it's going to come. You don't know how soon it's going to bite you in your moment that has nothing to do with anybody else, because you've exposed somebody else and their weaknesses. You put their businesses, you put their background, you put the fault out there, and you've exposed it on a platform that you cause a group of people to look at the other person, and they don't even know why they're even looking at them a certain way. Now you don't know what to say, how to judge, or how to support. Very, very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, once again, share this to everyone you know. Let them know that, hey, as much as you want to go ahead and get revenge and give them the good old big payback, be wise. Demonstrate love. Do not expose people in their weaknesses when things didn't go a right way. Of course, we don't wake up one day and say, hey, I'm just going to get on up and I'm just going to just wreck heaven in your life. I'm just going to go ahead and just rip this person to shreds. Well, that's not the mission. The mission is I want to win. I want to conquer. I want to triumph. I want to go ahead and really, really do a great job at this thing. But if there's some mishaps, if I had an error in judgment, I didn't judge that right. I didn't really, really embrace the pink or the red flags, all of the flags. And I ignored the flags. I talked about that in one of my other videos. The flag to say, hey, you may want to reconsider. Hey, You may want, you may not go, you may not want to go forward with that because this is probably not something or the right company of people you want to connect with because they don't connect with the vision God gave you. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Share this. Let people know. Hey, I don't care what you say. Don't you do that. And some of you guys who are going to check out this video, you're going to understand, oh, yeah, I probably was treated like that before. That's not a good feeling. Or I'm guilty. I've been a victim of that type of scenario. Or I was a person that damaged somebody by doing it because I was hurt. Understand. We all understand. Hurt is talking. Hurt, damage. Hurt people. We have all the cliches because all of those things have definitely some validation to it. But the danger thing is it takes a lot of love to operate, to say, okay, let me get back with you guys for a couple of days because I don't want to give that behavior based upon that action. I want to give a behavior in love and demonstrate that this is how I get down. This is the stance and the posture that I'm going to take. I'm not going to posture myself to lay down with everybody else. I'm going to posture myself for the good erection because this is the stance that I take. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. Have a great, wonderful weekend. This is your Thursday Thought. This is your guy, Dr. Cortez D. Sims. I talk about Thursday Thoughts because this is something that I just want to just throw your way to see if anybody else out there agree with me. Please share with other people. And if it's just for you, let it really, really serve its purpose for healing. Give you a different perspective so we can do things different. We can grow as a community that you were really made to be of because you guys are phenomenal. You're some powerful people. So let's demonstrate the love. Let's not spend a whole bunch of time trying to expose people on stuff that only God could do very, very well. And even when God rebukes, he rebukes because he loves you, right? So that's different. That's not exposing people and their weaknesses. If God does stuff to cover your wrong, cover your sins, cover your transgressions, which is wrongdoing, covered all the things that you was very mischievous in, covered all the things that you was very deceitful in. Or you be like, well, hey, I know I'm about to go ahead and tell this white lie. I know I'm about to go ahead and tell this black lie, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, that's wrong. And that's a weakness that you're displaying. But what if that part of you was exposed at your job because you didn't return all the ink pens? Stealing is stealing. They got cameras everywhere. They can expose you and put you out there. But God demonstrates his love all of the time and cover us. Let's operate like our Creator. I love you guys. Take care. Take charge. Feel free to go on my website, order any of the books, Qualified but Not Preferred, Speeches, Conversations, Quotes on Napkins, and there's going to be a couple